Holly and welcome back to my channel. We have Maddie up here with me right now before she goes around, starts exploring with me in the garden. In today's video, we are going to be sharing some cottage garden updates. Probably will get a few more cold spurts, but right now I think it's okay to go ahead and start planting some things in the ground. So we won't be doing a whole lot of planting today, but I have an herb and a vegetable plant haul I want to share with y'all. And then I want to share with y'all like our spring and summer outdoor goals. And so there's lots of things that we're hoping to do and get checked off the list before the end of summertime. So we will see what all we are able to accomplish. Some of these things you will see hopefully in today's video. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. So I think that I shared with y'all in my last videos, my last two videos, that I think I have decided what to do on each side of the fence lines. I'm not really on the outside of it, but on the inside perimeter. And so we're gonna do like a herb garden. The middle will be like the vegetable garden with my raised beds. And then the right side will be like a tea garden. And so these are some things that I picked up. So I got this Spanish lavender. I have had this. It grew really big and beautiful. During construction, it got ran over. We get a Spanish lavender and then another form of lavender. And I don't know, we'll see. We'll see if this one's gonna go in the herb or the tea. So I picked up one of these. The next thing, I got all of this from Petals. We got right here some lettuce. I love going out there and picking this and making our own salads, especially in the spring and summertime, or some like little wraps. And then I also got some spinach. So 2 spinach and 3 different lettuce. And then I also picked up some herbs. A little herb got back here. So pretty much the cold got all of my herbs this year except for I think 2. So we went ahead and we're replacing the basil. So we have sweet basil. I've had this before. Roman chamomile. So this is definitely going in the tea garden. I'm hoping to make lots of like teas. I love putting herbs and like fresh fruit. Like I have strawberries growing right now. We will have blueberries and blackberries on the farm. I love putting those in like just waters or like sparkling waters. Love doing that. I also picked up lemon balm. My lemon balm got so big last year and I'm pretty sure it got it. So we're gonna do lemon balm. And then my rosemary went kaput from the cold. So we got rosemary Tuscan blue. And then we also got oregano. This one is hot and spicy. So I think that's all of them. We did go by Home Depot and we picked these up. Like I said in my recent cottage little garden update, we had some raking shovels. They stay down at the barn for Drew and Tim, and so I needed some raking shovels of my own. So I grabbed these from Home Depot, and they were like real inexpensive. So I don't think they're the best quality but for the work that we do in my little garden, these will hold up nicely. And I love the black and the wood. So we're gonna go ahead and put these out in the shed. And warn you guys, we're gonna be breathing heavy on this video. So out here in this front box, let me back up so you can kind of see what we're working with. So this is gonna be vegetables, this is strawberries, and these are gonna be for, I know, tomatoes and peppers once it heats up a lot. So we're working on these 2 front beds. So right now we're just gonna plant the lettuce in here and the spinach. And then I want to do like carrots over here. We got to get rid of these tulips. And I'm going to add a few more like spring veggies into this one. It probably won't be before the end of this video that you'll see it, but stay tuned. I'll give you updates of everything and how it's growing. Let's walk over here. This one is, everything's still a mess. Remember, we're working on it. So this is going to be like the herb garden. So this is that Spanish lavender. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do the Spanish lavender here or in the tea garden. So I'm going to look at that, but I know I'm going to put a lavender in here. It just might be a different variety of lavender. And then I want to do, those are like little sedums, like little succulents. I want to take those out and move those. And I want to do maybe just some, I hope that wind's not too bad. But I want to do maybe just some pretty flowers in those pots. And then I am planning on getting a eucalyptus to go right back there to plant in the ground. So in the front, we've got to get rid of this ant bed and then like clean up around the rocks, clean up the weeds. But I have oregano I think I'm going to plant there. This stayed. This is savory. This did really good. The thyme, this is probably lemon thyme, because that's the one I always get. But as you can see, it's starting to come back. So I think we're just gonna cut the dead off of it. And then, oh my gosh, that smells so good. And then I didn't get the parsley yet, but we did get the rosemary and the basil. And then we have to look for sage, which I'll probably get pineapple sage. So all this will be full of herbs. They should get real big and fill in this area. And then it'll help with weed control. And once I get rid of all these like little wild onions, it's gonna look so good. And then over here, these are dianthus, which I shared in the cottage video. To do some more herbs, maybe some plants, just a mixture. This is chives. This needs to go over there in the tea garden, but the chives will stay, and then we'll see, we'll either put herbs or flowers in here. And then that's another dianthus. It will come back in a butterfly bush. So all this will be beautiful and filled in by the end of spring. And then we got to figure out what we want to do on the other side. Let's come over here on this side. So I have lemon balm that's really good in doing teas, or putting in teas and then making lemonade. So this is very invasive though, so you don't want to put this in the ground. So I have this pot, so we're going to plant that in there today. And then the chamomile, I need to research it. I don't think that's going to be invasive, but I want to make sure. I'm still learning. And then over here we have mint I'm going to plant. This is something I've had for a couple of years now. It's so hard to kill mint. It looks dead, but as you can see, I think we're getting some new growth. So I'm gonna cut all this back and then replant this in here, water it in real good. And this comes up pretty fast. Now, I don't know which variety of mint this is. I think this is spearmint, but I love spearmint, mojito mint, and Kentucky mint. And I was like, I really want to have all three of them again. I might just narrow it down to two. I might do the spearmint and the mojito mint, but we shall see. I have to find another pot for that to go in, and I really want it to go in like the tea garden, so we'll see what we can come up with. So this is I have forgot, but it's also known as a coneflower, so you can use the petals off of this to make teas and things. This one I had bought in 3 different colors last year, and it looks like only one is coming back, so we'll see what color that is. But I know I don't want this to stay here. I don't think. I'm gonna think about it, but I definitely want to put more like herbs in the garden. And then I do want to put another lavender right here. This is a clematis, and it will climb up this and then have beautiful white blooms. And either I'm going to put the Spanish lavender here or another lavender to kind of fill in this area. I'm going to get like a notebook and figure out what other herbs that we want to go around this area. Another thing on the to-do list is to start sodding this area. It is such a mess. And so Drew was able to go get 1 pallet already this weekend. He's going to get some more next week. I'm about to head off to get some more flowers from another plant nursery this evening while Drew puts his sod down. Day 2. It is a beautiful day. It's morning time here, and I came on out in the garden. We did have a good rain last night, so things are a little bit wet, but I did fertilize everything. I'll show you what I used to fertilize all of our plants with, not our herbs or anything that we're going to be eating, but like roses and things like that. But we got more plants. So I went to this place in Montebello called Cedar Creek Nursery. Absolutely love it there. The owners are really nice. They had a lot of stuff to choose from. So first, actually, we went to Lowe's too because my sister-in-law got patio furniture. But Lowe's had these, and so I grabbed these. So I grabbed some daisies and another dianthus. And then, and I hope the wind's not too bad. I'm trying to cover up the speaker. And then from Cedar Creek, I got a snapdragon. I got my sage, so I got pineapple sage. I love getting pineapple sage. And then I got parsley. So I think I'm getting everything from my herb garden almost complete. And then I didn't want to get another mint, and I told y'all I love mint, and this is a different one. It's called strawberry mint. Never heard of it. It smells so good. So I got this one to try, and I think I'm actually going to plant that in here. I think that'll be really cute. And then we also got a geranium, a white geranium, and then I found a eucalyptus. I've been having a hard time finding one of these, and I got a big one. So as you can see, Drew started the sod and it already looks so good. So he's going to finish up this sandy area, or we may put some grass seed on some of this. Right now I'm snacking on a plum. That is my new favorite little snack. We're going to walk down because the next project I want to talk to y'all about is fixing our driveway. We're trying to decide whether we want to do gravel or concrete. We would rather do concrete, but it's so expensive right now. So we're like, do we spend the money on the gravel when we know we want to concrete it eventually? So we're still talking about that. We also want to fix up this little mailbox area and then also fix up the entrance to our driveway. So I would love to put some rocks in this like drainage ditch, put up a little fence line with a little garden bed on either side of the driveway. It is just very messy right now. Now this project, I would love to start this spring and summer. I know it won't be completely finished. Here's some like inspiration pictures of what I'm kind of thinking. I just want it to be like a little entrance, like a little garden entrance, and I would love to paint the fence black. I think it could be really pretty. And then we want to get a new mailbox. This is just something temporary Drew threw up, and I want to like do a little garden around the mailbox as well. Again, this project is going to take a while and it will not be completed before the end of this year, but I'm ready to start it. So we got everything planted so far. I put the eucalyptus here and it will get really big and fill in this area. I'm going to try to keep it as a bush. It can be a tree. And then I got to figure out what to do on the back side of this fence line. We have all the herbs here and these should spill over, fill in this area so nicely, help with the weed control. It's going to be beautiful. I cannot wait to see it. And over here, I moved the chives to the bigger container. We've got to find 2 more herbs I think I'm going to get to go in these terracotta pots. I planted the other dianthus so that they should spread, and I got all different colors. And then this is a butterfly bush, and we want to add more mulch and then get rid of these ant beds. We also planted the lettuce and the spinach, and then we did some carrots right here, and I got rid of the tulips, and we're thinking of what other spring vegetable I want to go there. And then we have our strawberries planted. We're getting these ready for summer vegetables. This we have to finish painting. The wind hasn't died down, so we want to finish painting that, and then I've got to get more plants to go there. Mulch going around these little stones, different plants. I want to get different herbs and just flowers to go around this area. I'm still thinking on it. So I did plant the little daisies. I just want to fill this up with just flowers, ground cover, cut flowers. The mint, we have it watered in. And then we did plant over here the lavender, which I'm hoping gets real big and pretty and fills in this space. And so I've got to be thinking of some ideas of what else to go in here. Y'all help me with the ideas. Over here we have this arbor that these climbing roses will trail upon. I want to pressure wash all of this, and I'm thinking about painting this table. Y'all let me know. I have this mint planted, and then I'm waiting for it to warm up and more like colorful plants to come out in the garden center so I can fill those pots up, and the ones back here. So here's the like whole cottage garden view. The back of this trellis still needs to be painted, and we never did move the blueberries, which we need to do that. And then I told y'all I wanted to spray paint this black, and a lot of y'all agreed, but I don't know if we can do that this year because these roses are already climbing them and I don't want to disturb them, so we shall see. The next thing on the to-do list out here is to add string lights. I think that will be so beautiful. I already have them. We just got to figure out how we want to set them up out here. Okay, friends, that is all for like the part 2 of being out in the cottage garden. I hope that y'all enjoyed gardening with me and then hearing our spring and summer project ideas. This is like my favorite time of the year. I love planning and making this little garden come to life each year. It just gets better and better. It inspired you to get out and garden. And y'all don't forget to hit that subscribe button because next week we are going to be decorating for Easter. So if you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and come back and be with us again on Wednesday. I love you all so much. Hope that y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. God bless.